I'm going to show you how to do the lesson using the Python interpreter, which is part of the NAISS course called Introduction to Python, and I will be showing you how to do this for the HPC cluster called Tetralith. Tetralith is in Linköping, an HPC cluster there, and I'm going to go through the exercise. So the goal of this session is to log into our clusters, load Python, and run a minimal Python program. And these are the goals I'll be focusing on. We'll be using the documentation there too. I'll be searching for you, like how you would do it too. We're going to see how well everything is documented. So I'm going to skip this. You can read this yourself. Instead, I'm going to go to exercise 1, log in to your HPC cluster. And first we're going to find out how to do this. So I'm going to move this screen to the left there. And we're going to focus on here, log into the HPC cluster. And here we're going to Google Tetralith login. And take a look if we can find out how we need to log into Tetralith. So this is like some description of it. The getting started guide seems good. Get a login account, getting started. And there's some fingerprints here using Tetralith. Security copying running. So how do you actually log in? So this is the closest. Or let me see the instruction getting started. Let's go there. Maybe it's there. Like I know what I'm looking for. No, it's exactly the same thing. Log in for the first time. Sure. And here we see what we need to do. SSH your username at tetralith.nhc.linköping.se. Sure. Let's do that. So I'm going to start a terminal. I'm going to put it at the right. I'm going to close this one. I'm going to open a new one there. I'm going to put this to the left side of my screen so we can see me logging in. I'm going to do this, but then on my own terminal. And I've prepared this line. This is how it looks like. SSH x_Rigby, that's me, at Tetralith NSC Linköping. I need to give my password here, so I'll type this in silence. There. And now it asks me for my two-factor authentication. So that is, for me, it's called NSC Tetralith. And I can see my username there too, x_Rigby. And I see the numbers 565166. Enter. And now I am on Tetralith. So I can see I'm on Tetralith 3, which is probably a login node. It's not very relevant what it is. We've just logged into Tetralith. I'm going to close my terminal now. There. We've logged into our HPC cluster called Tetralith. Now we're going to load the Python module. And for this I'm going to search the documentation on Python. How am I going to load a Python module? Python at NAISS. Sure, let's take this one. Python, sure, available modules. Python module load. Alright, so apparently this is a package how to load Python, this funky version. I don't know what this is. I'm going to take a look at the other Python page here, Python at NAISS. This is how to start Python. We'll need that later. How do we load it? Module avail Python. There's a list there. There. This is how we load Python. First searching with module avail Python. And then we're going to load the Python module. Let's try this now on Tetralith. I think I have enough information. So I need to do module avail Python. There. And let's see what happens. Hey, there we have some Python modules. What are we going to do here? What we're going to do? So there's a default module here. What about I just load this module then? So I have this here, and now I need to do module load, and that thing. And it says that there's no module loaded. So I need to do this instead. Okay, sure, I can do that. There, module module load there. Hey, and let's take a look if this seems good. Alright, so I think I have loaded Python here. Let's assume I've loaded Python, and now we go to the next step. We're gonna start the Python interpreter, and for that let's take a look if the documentation already says something how to start Python. I guess it's at the top, Python NHC. Python is how to get the version, sure, but how do you start it? So you see Python regular one, Python 3. How to start it, is it somewhere written? Module scipy. No idea what that does. This is installing things, bare Python. Sure, and then we have creating virtual environments. That's not what we're looking for. We want to start Python. Where is this described? Conda environments, whatever those are, specify location to specify Python version in scripts. Sure. Which Python? How do you start Python? Alright, so it's not described how to start Python on its own. It is described how to get the version of Python. I'll be getting the version of Python just because I'm interested. Like this should work, this does work. Is this correct? So I've been loading Python versions 3.10.4. I see that back. Starting the Python interpreter goes like this. And now I have started the Python interpreter. So that is exercise 3, to start the Python interpreter. I keep it at the right side of the screen, it won't. Next step is to run a hello world program in that Python interpreter. I can copy this text. I go back to my terminal, I press Ctrl-Shift-V. That's how you paste to a terminal. Enter, and I have done this. So with this, I have done all the exercises of this session called Using the Python Interpreter for Tetralith, which is part, and this session is part of the NAISS course called Introduction to Python. With that, I wish you a very good day. Bye!